the symbol of immortality, image of a superstar, and simply the best of the best. Yes, we are talking about none other than the ICC Hall of Famer Jack-Henry Kalis from South Africa. South Africa's superstar and the best ever cricketer of his homeland with huge impact on and off the field. Charismatic yet shy-looking maestro, surpassing various feats yet totally down to the earth. Compact, resolute, and so many uncountable adjectives to describe a simple man who went on to conquer the cricketing world. Yes, we are talking about none other than the ICC Hall of Famer Jack-Henry Kalis. Yes, we are talking about the best ever all-rounder to grace this wonderful game. Yes, we are talking about such immortals of this game who simply was definitely the smooth operator, admired by his teammates.
You're watching a master apply his trade from the other end, something you had.
Relished by the whole world.
His stats speak for themselves, not just in Test, but one day and 2020 cricket, as well as fielding. So I believe he's the greatest player.
I think the best cricketer, let's back it up, Jack Kalis to me.
His focus, his concentration, methodology, and appetite for success was immense towards his game. No wonder he has achieved whatever he had achieved. Grace in defeat and humility in success are the other wonderful attributes of this great champ. The pioneer of South Africa's Champions Trophy claim in 1998, his conduct of the game was amazing to watch. Modest yet humble, a genuine all-rounder of this wonderful game, a real-life example of perfect all-rounder who ticks all the boxes to be head and shoulder of everybody, a cricketer who was a single package of everything that this game demanded. Great batsman, way above the class of average bowler, a trusted fielder, and a fitness freak whose career lasted for more than 18 wonderful years. It is a universal fact that you need to have enough discipline and mental strength to succeed at the highest level. Perseverance, blood, sweat and tears would be countless, but when it all comes together, we see jewels like Jack Kalis who will inspire anyone from this world. Having finished with 25,534 international runs with 62 tons, 45 in Test cricket and 17 in one-day international, 577 international wickets and 338 international catches, he is the only cricketer to score 10,000 runs and take more than 200 wickets in both Test and one-day format. Together with these, the records like most number of man of the matches in Test cricket, third most run in Test cricket, second most number of hundreds in Test cricket, second most 50s in Test cricket, and like this there are so many immense numbers of Kalis that goes on and on. Isn't he the pure definition of all-round cricketer? If you want the pure definition, he is. He definitely is. Average over 50 with bat, 30 with ball, which in their own rights are amazing. But Kalis did both. Just unbelievable. He pretty much did everything in cricket. As a bowler, you would love to have his batting number, and as a batter, it's the other way around. And Kalis excelled in both departments. Plus, he was just an outstanding slip fielder. Funnily enough, he is just 18 wickets short of lethal Brett Lee in Test cricket and way above than Rawalpindi Express Shoaib Akhtar himself with more than 100 international wickets. As far as runs are concerned, we have already spoken about his volumes. What separates him from others is the ultimate fitness level. I mean, to pick up as many wickets and to score those many runs along with the catches, you have to be supremely fit, and Kalis definitely was. He also participated in other domestic competitions like IPL, BBL during his playing days, so toll on his body was even more. Now, a $1 trillion question. Is he underrated? Well, that is always debatable. Main thing here is, I think he is the most underappreciated cricketer of all time. I think if Kallis was Indian, Australian or even English, he would have been even more celebrated than he actually is. Because of the media influence and people's high regard of cricketers in these nations, Kallis definitely would have been highly regarded. He is always with the best, if not better than the best. Yet, we rarely see people shouting his name like they do with someone like Tendulkar, Lara or Ponting. The following of cricket is heavy in these heavy hitters. By heavy hitters I meant India, Australia and England, which might have easily triggered this situation, but deep down we all know the impact of Kallis on cricket. Even the social media might have influenced this kind of situation, but the way Kallis has made impact on cricket is just cannot be ignored. Many regards Jack Kallis and Sir Gary Sobers as the two best all-rounders of all time. Some pundits list Kallis below Sobers and some do the other way around. And this kind of comparison always goes on and on. The striking thing here is Sobers played only one format, that is Test cricket only, and Kallis played all the format. We do have to consider the fact that during Sobers' time, Test cricket was the only format available, while in Kallis' time all were available, mainly the Test and One Day format. Being able to match Sobers in every way possible and even achieving more immensely in other form simply makes Jack Kallis stand out among everyone. I think evolution and adaptation are the key factors that makes Kallis so special. The numbers simply don't lie, and he is always an inspiration for all the kids aspiring to be a cricketer, and even to the present cricketer who wants a real role model with every box ticked during his playing days. They simply can copy this great man and follow his discipline and strength. That's the impact of Kallis on world cricket with grace. An absolute gentleman of this game. Yeah, he definitely was, and he definitely is, and he will keep on contributing to all the people who wants to learn and grow in cricket. Well, that's it for the video. Thank you for watching, and please pass me an honest opinion about this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.